Hi, fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. By now, you've heard about what's happened to Timothy Busfield. That's Melissa Gilbert's husband. Now, he has been charged with some serious crimes involving children. I'm afraid to say what they might be on the YouTubes. His wife, Melissa Gilbert, that's her husband, and they've been married for 2013. And Melissa had a bunch of weirdly weird, now that everybody looks back, really weird Instagram posts about children. And she's since taken that down. I can't decide, I haven't looked to see if she took down her whole Instagram or she just took it down pictures that had of small children that weren't hers or related to her in any way. I want to know, so she's been married to Timothy Busfield. You know, I don't really, like, to me, he's one of those actors, you see him here and there and you recognize him over the years, but you never really know what their name is. He's like that kind of actor, to me. I want to know, how much did she know? Now, this is interesting. As soon as the news broke that he was going to be arrested and charged, he disappeared. They couldn't find him for 4 days. And in this meantime, Melissa took her Instagram and those pictures down and whatnot. And he surrendered today. So, like, did he have to get his affairs in order? Does he know he's going to prison for a long time? I'm not reading on that. I'm reading on what did Melissa know? What did Melissa know? I mean, some wives really are oblivious. Seriously, like that's how their husband gets away with affairs, and some wives are shocked they find out their husband has 2 complete families. And other wives know, but they look away. And other wives are just too busy to notice. Let's find out. So they've been married since 2013. So we're looking at 12-ish years. Plus dating and whatnot. Well, there's all the awards and the smugness and hiding things. That's what the nine of cups, people forget. This guy is hiding something behind the curtain. What's behind the curtain there, Mr. Oz? So all the accolades, right? All the Little House on the Prairie and other things that she's been involved in. There's the smugness, almost the gluttony. But what's behind the curtain? What's lurking behind this curtain? What are you hiding? The Hierophant, that's the actual wedding or marriage. Queen of Pentacles. She's the good wife. I'm not even going to look up her birthday. This is showing me that she was the good wife. I think in such a way that I think money was more important to her. I think in such a way that I'm going to say she was more focused on other things and may not have noticed. Here's this little rabbit down here. A lot of people miss that. A little bunny. What's little bunnies associated with? Little baby bunnies, children. I'm going to say that she just wanted to be a good wife. I really am. I'm going to say that she just wanted to be a good wife. There may have been a guru or a studio exec or something that told her look the other way. They could have also gone to marriage counseling. The 2 of them. They could have gone to marriage counseling. Let's continue to find out. Yeah, she was all about the money. About almost being, like, I think in some respects she was the bigger star of the 2 of them. I mean, everybody knows her from Little House on the Prairie, right? I think that she was just about preserving what is. I think there's a big show between these two. I think they would have been the couple that, show up to the party in the Bentley and the, um, you know, all the name brand purses and the name brand clothes, and I think there was a big show about these people. Um, Also, self preservation. Ah, Eight of Wands, interesting. She may have noticed the activity. She may have noticed some of the communication. I think there is something about um, the children being in pictures. She may have also dismissed a lot of things, communicated a lot of things. There was a lot of communication going on, but I always like to see where these wands are landing. The Emperor. Okay, even though she was the dutiful wife, and even though she was the one who came with all the money, he ruled the roost. What he said goes. If he said, "I'm going out with my buddies to the bar," she knew not to argue. She was the dutiful wife. I think there was some arguing in this family. I think there was a lot of fast communication. I think there was a lot of one-way communication. Let's find out what that communication was about. The Chariot, control. Control. I'm going to say that she was more interested in the image. She was more interested in the preserving of what they have. She wanted to be the dutiful wife, and I think he was in control of this relationship. I think looking at both of these together, the Emperor and the Chariot, are both very high patriarch. And I love my men. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, I think that he was definitely in control of this relationship. She might not even had room to express concerns or to express how she felt about things. She was the money bags of this relationship. I think this guy was all for show. We have to remember, um, sometimes some men can't handle that their wives are more successful than them. They really can't. He's a Gemini. He's a Gemini. Usually they usually Geminis aren't like that. But two personalities. The Devil. I'm almost wondering if there was something about her wanting to get out, but she didn't know how. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. There, she wanted to get out, but she didn't know how. Look at the major arcanas. But I asked the cards, did she know? I'm going to say the Devil is there. He controlled the narrative, and she was kind of stuck. Isn't that interesting? With all her money and all her successes, she's 61 years old. She felt like it was stronger to stay. Look at the major arcanas. Yeah, she didn't. If she knew, she didn't say a word to anybody. Like, I'm getting that it was all about keeping the persona, keeping the facade. Distraction. I'm telling you, I'm not getting any cards that she really knew. I'm not getting any kind of real message cards. I'm getting cards that she may have been bullied in this relationship, are not necessarily bullied, controlled. Perhaps he's a narcissist. A lot of Geminis are narcissists. A negative Gemini. I love my Geminis. Trust me, I do. We have great time together. We have great fun. But when they pull out um, that negative side of them, they can become the world's greatest liars. They'll promise you something and ghost you. If you're ever on a date and the guy ghosts you, he's probably a Gemini. I'm not kidding. I've got a couple of Geminis in my world, and when they bring their happy person and fun person, and man, we have a good time. My fire lights our air, and we laugh and laugh and laugh and have such a good time, such a good conversation, and we could chat till 3, 4 in the morning. But when they're in a negative place, when they have their other twin show up, boy, boy. And I think that's what's happened here. And this is even showing us the two different personalities that he like my sources are showing me. Remember, we're just telling a story. Or this is just a tarot story. This is all allegedly for fun and entertainment purposes. Let's ask the cards. Is she shocked? Now, to me, this is her Instagram where she put those pictures of the children like she's playing along. Oh, isn't that lovely? He's so friendly with children, and oh, look how beautiful she is. And is she going to be that's that's a better question. Is she going to be implicated in any of this? Is she going to be implicated? Are they going to find evidence? Are they going to find evidence that she was part of this? No, she's a victim of this as well. No, she's absolutely going to say, I had no idea. Exactly, that she's absolutely going to say that. The Hermit. Yeah, they're going to leave her be. She's going to say, I had no idea. No idea whatsoever. And I want to ask, are we going to hear stories that he was abusive to her? Are we going to hear? I don't think so. But maybe mentally controlling, abusive. Are we going to hear stories that he was mentally abusing her, or narcissistic tendencies, that kind of thing? Well, they definitely had their fights and their struggles. And they were hoping and healing. She was the star of the couple. I mean, I recognized her name right away. And his, I had to actually look up. I think they have had struggles, but I think they were kind of working on their marriage. I think we might hear that he did kind of struggle with her being the star. There's the struggle with the star. We might hear that. No, but no, he did this alone. She had no idea. Phew. That kind of makes me glad, and I'm sorry she had to go through that controlling, but she chose to marry him. I think of the damage it would have done to Little House on the Prairie. It's already doing damage to some of the shows that he was in. They've pulled some of them. I just saw they've pulled the Law and Order that he was in, and yeah, go have a look at him. and Timothy Busfeld. And you'll see what I mean. All right, take good care. See you online. Bye for now.